Here is a review of how to create the velocity time graph for the Rolling Disc Lab. First thing you need to do is make sure on the Logger Pro file that you've saved for the Rolling Disc Lab that you just have your displacement versus time graph showing. If you don't, you probably need to just click on that Y label for the time and change it back to time. Next, you need to go up to the Data tab at the very top in Logger Pro, click on New Manual Column. We're going to call it Velocity. The short name will be a lowercase letter v, and the units would be your units for distance and time, most likely centimeters per second, although you may have centimeters per tick. And click Done. You will now see a velocity column over here on the data set. Now go back over to the graph, click on it to make sure that you have these boxes. Go up to our buttons. This is the one we typically use, the linear fit, but I want you to go over to the left of that to this one that looks like a hill kind of thing with a red line on it. This is the tangent. Click on that. This tangent line that you will see down here on your graph, and if you don't see it, click on your graph once, moves from data point to data point, but notice how the slope of that changes. And a reminder that the slope of a distance time graph is the speed. So we're going to look at how the speed changes along here. So go back down to your first dot, which is your 0 dot. Should be your 0. If it's not, it'll be your 1 second. The slope says 2.166. We're going to round it to 2.17. So then I type that into the first data box. Come back over to your graph. Move that line over. You may have to click again. Click it to your next time, which mine is 1 second. So the slope is 2.6666667 meters per second. We will round that to 2.17. It should be saying centimeters per second. Whoops, it slipped on me. Go back. Sometimes it does that, so go back. 2.67 is what I need to type in there. So we'll change that. Then go back to your graph, go to your next one, 3.92 will make it. And then you keep going until you've got all of your data points and the slopes into here. I'm only going to do a few more. So it's 5.92. And let's do the next one, 7.97. And we'll do one more, but you make sure you do yours. And 10. Once you have all your data points in your velocity column, then what you need to do is click on the displacement label and change it to velocity. Let me see if I can click it so you can see it. There we go. Velocity. This now changes your graph to a velocity time graph. Your dots should be fairly much in a line. Then go up to our linear fit button, click on that, and here's the information you need to write your equation for this line. So here's a slope, which should be the acceleration of your rolling disc, and there's the y-intercept.